Hi friend, welcome back to another episode. So let's go. Today's is all about box setup. If you're still struggling to find a strategy that have edge over the market, here is one. With ICT Concept, box setup is an essential entry model which is available to identify the direction of the market for the next day, and you can use this as a strategy. So before we start, you need to know what is box setup. Box setup is when you have some kind of liquidity being in form of old highs and low. At the speed of light, maybe you observe a movement out of the range of the consolidation and the movement back into that very range. And we look for retest on the high or low, depending the side it breaks out from. So that's what we have. So let's take a look on the symmetric diagram that I presented for you. This is what we be looking for. We're looking for the first thing is accumulation, but accumulation doesn't matter, but is a part of it. Then you should be observing when price will drastically move out from that range. So when price move out from that range, it's called aggressive move out. You mark out your highs and low. The only important high here is your what? Is your low. The price move down below because you're expecting this is a manipulation phase, because some people will jump into the trade and price aggressively move back into that very range to complete the phase of manipulation. Now, next thing you should be looking for is the price to come back and retest that very low. But when you have balanced price range, that is a unit compliance, I said another added conflict that give you confidence, then there's a pullback to the range. And when you have a pullback to the range, it should be your entry and your target any liquidity as distribution phase. So I hope this is clear. And I have another example on bearish. So let's look at the bearish setups before we move into live example. On the bearish setup, same thing happens. You mark out your consolidation edge and wait for the price to drastically move out. That's to show you the manipulation. So you mark out your old highs and lows, waiting for price to aggressively move back into that very range. So when that happens, you should be looking for pullback into the high. So pullback is there. Now we target any near liquidity. That's the last phase, which is distribution. Is that making sense? Makes sense. So we got to look into lab example for clear understanding and not too worried. So if you made it so far, thank you so much. So this is accumulation phase where we have some sort of consolidation, price move out and they aggressively move back into the range. Then we mark out our highs and lows. But what matters here is only the high. Then this is our entry because the price have retested our high. If you miss that very one, this share should be another entry. So you target any near liquidity. So we have a video for this. So now let's mark our accumulation. Why marking the accumulation phase? Only use the body of the candle, not the wick. So this accumulation phase, we patiently wait for the price to move out aggressively, and we want it to come back into that range with an aggressive move. So when this happens, the only thing you have to mark highs and lows. If you mark it out, then wait for pullback for price to retest that very high. Sometimes I use Fibonacci extension, enter on discount for me not to miss the move, but that is a tip for you. You can still implement it where you're still back testing. Now I've set my target because I know I find a discount on the price for me not to miss because the candle is huge enough. But this is the target on liquidity. So let's see how the price reacts to this our strategy. Okay, see what happens. So I want you to know every strategy works. It depends on you, your time you take to analyze the market and patience. I want you to always backtest everything I'm teaching you this channel. Don't just go and use it on your live account. You understand? So when you backtest, you have confidence, you know what is working and what is not working for you. of this case. So let me share more types of formation for you. All these formations, it doesn't matter how price wasted time in forming on the accumulation. What matters is how the price move out from that range. That is most important. So let's look at this process of this formation, generation of liquidity. This is buy side liquidity, and the out of a sudden price goes out from that range. As this formation of a manipulation phase, because this is the breakout. Some people will jump into it. Do you understand? So now price do what? Price retest a move down and retest that edge of manipulation and do what? And collapse below. This box setup is very simple. It's for you to understand. It doesn't matter how it forms. What matters is how the price moves out and get into the state. So let's look at this number 2 formation. This is another buy side liquidity. You see this example. You just have a single leg, hence price take out any high or low, and they aggressively move back into that very range. That's this accumulation. That is manipulation. That is a box setup. It doesn't matter how the formation is, whether it's in range for years. What matters is how the price moves out and get inside the range within a short period of time. So that's most important. So I'm not gonna look into all these drawings, but I got to pick just 3. So this is SI liquidity. You see what happened? Price aggressively move out. That is called the manipulation, and aggressively moving, then retested that edge of manipulation. You can use deviation to time your entry, but for me, hence you mark out your highs and low. You use the edge of manipulation to get into the trade. I hope this is clear. So all these things you can screenshot and keep it. I don't say you should not memorize for you not to miss out good setups. Just know how to analyze this setup. All you need is aggressive move out and move in. That's what makes this strategy simple. So we have more example. Let's take last example before we go. Was if you made it so far, I want you to subscribe for you not to miss out, because I don't upload often. I upload whenever I have time. So the last example goes by what? This is what we have our accumulation phase. The accumulation phase is there. So price aggressively move out and aggressively move in. And now we are mark out our high. So price waiting for retest. Price retested it, and you see how drastically price move out from those ranges. So you can use it to identify direction of the bias, all these things. So this strategy can work it for you. So thanks for watching. If you made it so far to this extent, subscribe for you not to miss out good things that are for you in future. Thank you. See you soon. Bye for now.